It is 3 in the morning, the quietest hour, the darkest hour, the hour when the ancient brain comes alive. The fire has gone out, and suddenly the dark feels different. Not just the absence of light, but the presence of something else, heavier, watching, full of something you cannot name. This feeling has a name in evolutionary psychology. It is called hypervigilance. Your heart rate rises, your pupils dilate, you are suddenly completely awake. This is the predator alert response. It has a name, and it is older than language. The body goes into predator alert mode, not metaphorically, literally. You are afraid of the dark. Almost every human being is, at some level. Studies show that dark anxiety persists in adults far more than we admit. Even adults, even people who know perfectly well that the monster is not real. Knowing is not enough. The feeling comes anyway, every time. So why? Why does the dark still scare us, even after a lifetime of evidence that the dark is safe? The answer is written in 2 million years of human survival, in millions of nights when the dark held real and deadly things.
For 2 million years, the dark was genuinely dangerous. Not the metaphorical danger of horror movies, real, physical, immediate danger. Not dangerous in a vague, metaphorical way, dangerous in a teeth and claws way. Lions hunt at night. Leopards hunt at night. They evolved for it. Better night vision, quieter movement. Hyenas, crocodiles, venomous snakes that you cannot see. The snake you cannot see is the most dangerous of all, the threat you never detect. The dark was the predator's kingdom, and humans were not the top of the food chain. During the day, we were impressive, fast, smart, tool-using hunters. Not at night. At night, we were prey, a complete reversal. The daytime hunter became the nighttime hunted. No claws, no night vision, no speed. Just soft bodies and quick minds. Against a lion at night, human intelligence counted for almost nothing, and a very real chance of being eaten before dawn.
So what happened when the dark came? The brain switched modes. Day brain, curious, social, exploratory. Night brain, narrow, alert, survival-focused. From the open, curious, exploring brain of daylight to the narrow, alert, scanning brain of night. From exploration mode to threat detection mode. Every sound became a possible predator. A twig snapping, a leaf rustling, a breath in the dark. All cataloged as threats. Every movement in the dark became something to flee from. The survival instinct does not pause to check whether the movement is dangerous. The brain became hypervigilant. Imagination filled the gaps that the eyes could not. In the absence of information, the brain invents threats. That is the safer option. And imagining a threat that is not there is much safer than missing a threat that is. False positive. You ran from a shadow. Cost? Some energy. Outcome? Alive. False negative. You ignored the shadow. It was a lion. Cost? Your life. Better 100 false alarms than 1 missed lion. The brain that feared the dark survived. The brain that did not fear it often did not. Over millions of generations, the genes for dark fear were kept. The others were filtered out. Natural selection is not subtle. Eaten before breeding means your genes do not continue.
But ancient humans had one weapon against the dark: fire. The most important discovery in human history, and the one that gave us the night. Fire did not just warm the body, it held back the night. It turned the hunter into the hunted and pushed the predators back into the dark. Predators fear fire. They will not cross its light. Fire is the one thing that gives a physically vulnerable human animal parity with the night. The firelight circle was the first truly safe space humans ever had at night. Before fire, every night was survived on luck and vigilance alone. Before fire, there was no safe night. Every dark was a gauntlet. Inside the light, warmth, safety, community, stories, laughter, connection. Everything good was inside the fire's circle. Outside the light, the dark, the unknown, the dangerous, the same boundary that exists in every human culture. Light equals safe, dark equals danger. That boundary between the firelight and the dark is ancient, and the brain still feels it. Even a candle makes you feel safer. Even a screen makes the dark less threatening. Even now, even in a house with a locked door and no predators outside, your modern house means nothing to the amygdala at 3 in the morning.
So why does the fear of dark persists? We have lights now, we have walls, we have locks. The danger is gone. The evolution remains. The lions are not coming. The predators are gone. The danger is not real. Your brain hears you say this and completely ignores it. But the brain does not know that. It is running 2 million-year-old software in a modern world. The amygdala, the brain's alarm system, is not rational. It is ancient. It cannot be reasoned with. You cannot argue yourself out of the dark feeling. It does not respond to reassurance. It responds to darkness, every time. This is not a choice. It is a reflex, ancient, automatic, and beyond conscious control. Evolution did not have time to update this response. We went from campfires to electric lights in the blink of an evolutionary eye. Electricity is 150 years old. Evolution is millions of years old. The brain needed 2 million years to learn to fear the dark. It cannot unlearn it in 200 years of electric lights.
And here is the twist. We think of fear of the dark as a flaw, childish, primitive, something to be embarrassed about, as something children grow out of, or should, as an evolutionary leftover, a bug, not a feature. But fear of the dark is not a bug. It is the reason you are alive. Every ancestor of yours who was not afraid of the dark was significantly more likely to be eaten. The math is simple and brutal. The fearless ones did not always survive to pass on their genes. Natural selection kept the fearful, removed the fearless, across millions of generations. You are the descendant of every human who made it through the night, every single night, thousands of nights, generation after generation, of every person who listened to that feeling of dread in the dark and took it seriously. That dread was not irrational. It was data. Your fear of the dark is 2 million years of survival intelligence. It is not a malfunction. It is a masterpiece of evolution, passed down from every ancestor who made it through the night. It is not irrational. It is ancient, and it kept your line alive. Rational is what works, and this worked, for 2 million years. Every person alive today carries this fear to some degree, because it worked. The next time the dark feels wrong, remember, that feeling is your inheritance. It is not weakness. It is the voice of every ancestor who listened and lived.
Subscribe. Every day we dig up one piece of the ancient human story.